Hey, NASDAQ, where you get the best dope on the markets? I'm your technical analyst and human trader, Alan Palmer. What are we looking at here? Where it is December, it is Monday, December, what is it, the 8th? I think it's the 8th. We're looking at gold here, okay? Now, we all know the story in gold, okay? But this has been getting a little tired. Okay, see that right up there? Okay, that's right over here. Okay, right here. And what happened? The biggest down bar, okay, 55,300 contracts. Anyway, this is what we are, okay? Trading ideas, if in fact someone was going to be a contrarian, these are a couple levels here. This one is from, here to here. It's just another line, okay? So, for example, right here, this number is 4240. Call it 4246, okay? And then you got this other one, 4243, okay? Today's high is 4245. All right, so if you sold that, this line right here might give you the courage where you sell it at, say, 4242, and you got a $5 stop. Okay, so add $5, that'd be 47. Okay, so it'd be above this line, or you could pick there. You could put it over 48 if you wanted. That's perfect. So you got kind of three numbers here. And that high was 51. So that's one thing in gold here going for the week here, 42.18. Now listen, these lines are going up like this one too. Okay, and this one we kind of took it out. Okay, so here will be your shoulder, here will be your head. Okay, on a huge volume sell bar, and then your left shoulder would be over here. Head and shoulders, let's see. You want to see where it projects down to. Okay, this is a rough cut down there, 41.61 and right above 41.51. Okay, so 41.50. So it's 70, $80. Okay, 7-8 G's per one lot in the 100-ounce Comex futures. So for example, just a one lot. We'll just take a one lot. You risk $500-600, and you'd be looking for something maybe at 460. And we'll have, if we get under here, we could be there in a heartbeat, and that's called a fast market. All right, this is silver here. You know what? We just made this run up here at 548 bar here, 59.01. Even handle, okay? Even handle. I was kind of concerned with this. You always have to be concerned with silver. And same kind of thing. You could have these head and shoulders tops, okay? All hell busts loose under here. So 56.90, 56.90, man, could buy you 55.60. Okay. These are a couple, these teal lines here. These are based off of some candlestick. Okay. Some candlesticks. That's all I'm going to say. I would highly recommend, if you want to learn just that, just drawing those trend lines, I'll cut you a deal $500. I'll tell you what it is. I actually have a tape, a video. Okay, little premium video. How am I gonna make money here? The this CQG costs $60 a day. Just so you know that. And that's why it'll pick up things like sevens and where is it here? Let's go see if we could find any here. There's a 7 right here. Okay, so that's a little buy program. Here's some diamonds on the way up here. Okay, look at this here, right there. That'd be over. I don't know. Be over 59. I don't know. Right now. So anyway, see this line right here? Here you hold it for a day, for a one bar. Okay, where they're willing to sell it, and then you come through here, little tail, you break out, and then you finish it off. 7, 8, 9 diamonds. Okay, so this is your line in the sand here, in my opinion, down here. Okay, down here. You could still buy it, but you got to have a stop under here, in my opinion. All right, so it's Monday morning, and here, the S&P's here. We got an olive line that's live at 6,900 here. We just missed it by $6 this morning here. Nothing to say here. These are some olives in the NAS, 904. We got up to 833. 904, and then what is that? 051, and it looks like 028. Okay, you need something for sure. Okay, all these numbers, even one number is worth it, knowing exactly where it is, because that's what tricks off the algos. So anyway, here we got corn here. Now all of a sudden it comes in the morning, and we were just up a quarter. Okay, so you're looking for signs over the morning here. 11:02. Let's finish in corn. Okay, so, and I have thought, if you're a farmer or a speculator, you're looking to buy breaks in corn. Okay, this was October. This was the deal with China. Okay, corn was not in the deal. Okay, so we're just kind of sideways here. But, and for trading here, this is an area right here, right around 440. What month is this? This is March. Okay, you got something back here, 444. Okay, 4.25 was the low today. 444 was the low there. Okay, and then this area right here, 40. This is in March corn, 42 3/8 to 41 round down. And then here, I think you want to buy these over here, 440. I'd get it 440.25. If one was looking to, I just have the standing bid. Okay, let's look at beans here. Now, beans making a little turnaround here. We just printed pot. Are we positive up there? Yeah, positive on the day, on the week. Okay, I had 1102. You know what? Let's go look at some of the other months and see what I got here. This was a big red over here. Okay, some kind of halfway back. My eye. In the beans here, we're right here. Okay, so these are the levels you're looking at. You might look at this low. Okay, because you get back over that low. You'll get the people like floor traders. You'll buy it with a new low stop under here or under 1102. Okay, you clearly have a breakout here. Okay, beans been going sideways for you. As a matter of fact, let's look at a weekly. Okay, because we're coming into year end. Okay, and I've got thoughts on going forward here. Next year. And so here's what we got. So we got a head and shoulders, and actually, how about this being a head, and then over here you're going to get another kind of right shoulder. So any of these lines off tops could possibly be here. Let's draw this one here. Hang on. Okay. So watch this here. Okay. So this is CQG. If you're looking for a software, okay. Here, I'm going to the high right there. Okay. Now follow that down. See how that kind of, is that the high there? All right. That doesn't look as clean here. You know what? It's probably, I thought it was a little cleaner. Okay, so then we could take it off of this one. See it up there right by this green over here for, click when it magnetizes. Okay, so that, here, it's at 1108 and the goats. Okay, the goats is 3/4. Half bid, 3/4. Half bid, 3/4. Half bid, the goats. Half bid, goats. Half bid, goats. Half bid at the goaters. The goaters bid. So then it goes 3/4 bid. That's what that was. Just from the old pit lingo. So here's what we got. We got a little olive line from somewhere over here. I don't know what it was. And, so it's not a big deal here, okay, but it was a sell up at 1145. I fully advertised it, and to cover, to cover the 1145, you buy the green, okay? It's just a little something I found. You need to know more about that? Absolutely, I'm here to mentor your trading skills. Oh, and a prerequisite, I've got 20,000 hours behind the charts. I've been around here for 50 years. So, so lots of experience. As a matter of fact, I've been saying we're going to go back to when I was a runner in 1973 here. Okay, I've been saying it for a while. Yeah, for a while. I guess if you keep saying it, someday it turns true. Well, that might not be true. Let's touch on wheat here. This is a wheat picture. This would be to come down and buy around here, 829. I'm sorry, 529, 527. But right here, as a matter of fact, is that a little reversal? Kind of reversal here. So these are your levels here. You know, we got right here. Just look in the right-hand column, okay? And that's wheat. This is soybean meal, okay? We'll finish off with bean oil. We might just take a glance at crude oil, too. This is bean meal, okay? I had in all the months, you know, it depended here, to sell these powder blues, okay, actually for like a long time, months. And so this was the break. Okay, I don't know. You know, you got almost $20 in the. Well, yeah, you got $20 from here, 29 to 09. You know, this is a nice move here, 303, 301 and a half. You know, if you're looking to cover those shorts. Here's bean oil. What do we got? Bean oil down 6 here. Crude oil's lower. I think it's about 70, 80 cents lower, something like that. Maybe on their lows, but this is the bean oil. Yeah, this is the bean oil here. Let me just show you a daily chart of it. Okay, this is what we liked right here. This was a government announcement, okay? So when we come back here, these were, okay, not the all-time olive line, no, because here, look, we got a green down below here. Okay, we got a green down below, and as a matter of fact, this looks like a red. Okay, so that's at around 45. But in any event, okay, so the funds have kind of been getting chopped around here, like I think all year, really, in bean oil. But and we don't really know because the commitment, you know, because as a matter of fact, we should go look at commitment of traders here. Maybe we'll do that right at the end here. But anyway, here you came back down to a trend line here. Here's a trend line also, you know, when you get over them here, they're kind of sloppy here, you know, and so here today again, you know, but the old low here held 51.19, 4 ticks higher is the low here today. Those are the blue horizontal trend lines here. Hang on a second, let me show you here. Horizontal trend line 1, 2. Okay, there we go. And so here's crude oil here. We'll finish off on crude oils. Here we had an olive line here. Not a big deal here. But, you know, if you were looking back in the summer or actually I guess it's spring, when we got down to that 55, you know, and you were like, oh man, that was a nice buy. Well, anyway, we got drill, baby, drill. Okay, so we keep coming down here. So I don't know if this is going to be a trading market, in my opinion, you know, going lower, unless something happens to Trump. And otherwise, drill, baby, drill, less regulation, okay, less red tape. So this is crude oil here. So we came up here and, you know, I have nothing to say here. You know, if you're looking to buy it, maybe buy it on the way down here. But we're right in the middle here. Over 60-20, you know, yeah, you can get something going here to the upside, in my opinion. So if you need anything, email me, arp@nasdog.com. Let's go to a trading rule, adage, or excuse. If you are bullish corn, buy corn, not beans.